Good afternoon, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. Today, it is Sunday. We are going to talk a little bit about investing in silver and collecting silver. So, a lot of people have different reasons for stacking precious metals. Some of us, we're stacking because we just like the coins. A lot of cool designs have came out over the years. Whether you're looking at the newest Britannia Liberty or a Buffalo Round or the Pandas, the Kookaburras, the whatever the case may be. Some of us got into collecting at a young age, and it's been passed on to us, and we did it with our parents, and maybe we're stacking now. I know my son, he got into it at first, collecting. He bought the ones that he liked, and it just continued. So that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today. If you guys enjoy the video, please help me out by hitting that thumbs up button. Hopefully we can blast through 100 likes right off the bat. Really helps the channel out. If you're new to the channel, take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button because it really helps us out, and we are trying to grow our base. Okay, so back to where I was about collecting. A lot of you guys probably got into, and girls, got into collecting silver just because it's something you did with your family. I know my son, he had an amazing collection that he's put together over the years, starting out with as little as, 1 ounce here, 1 ounce there. Now he'll come over sometimes and be like, hey, did you get anything new in this week? Can you hook me up? I want to maybe put $100 in, $200, whatever the case may be, now that he's working and moved on. And it makes me feel really good knowing that he's been collecting over the years. But now he's shifted a little bit from collecting to almost investing. Why? Because he really doesn't care if it's a generic bar like this Silvertown bar or even the Christmas tree rounds. You guys seen those in the past, so he's like, well, what do you got on them? What's the cheapest I can get? I want ounces. And then when you're at that attitude where it's just a matter of ounces, how many ounces can I get? That's opportunity. That's you putting together as many ounces for the rainy day fund as you can. And collecting's great, but we need to remember that if we pay too high of a premium on something, it can bite us down the road. How? Well, let's say silver did happen to come down. And I say did or does happen to come down because we don't know yet how this week and next week are going to play out. I'm hoping for the dip, but we may not see a dip. We've literally got silver knocking on the door of 26 as we speak. The market's going to open tonight, and a lot of eyes are going to be on that. However, we have an interesting Fed meeting coming up Tuesday and Wednesday, and that could drastically shift the price of silver. It could plunge it, or it could skyrocket it. And by skyrocket, let's be honest, I've got to say this, because some people think skyrocket means $500 silver. That's not what I mean. If silver goes up $2-3 this week, I would consider that a skyrocket. And for me, I'd be a little down because I did just get my tax return. So I've got all that money just sitting on the sidelines waiting to be spent on some sort of investment. And I really don't know which investments to put it on yet. I'd like to put it to silver, but with silver climbing higher and higher, it makes me a little nervous that we could see a pullback. And there's a lot of people out there right now that are looking at this rising price in silver, and they're liquidating their position. Talked to a subscriber in comments yesterday or today, maybe it was this morning, I don't know. And he simply stated that, with $25 silver, this is the opportunity to sell it, take some profits, and sell some of it down, and then buy it back up when it goes down to 20 again. That can be a risky thing. It really can be, because here's the thing. When silver starts climbing, there's no telling if it will come back down again. I mean, just like I use the analogy that gas is never going to come back down to under $1. Hamburgers probably at McDonald's ain't going to come back down to under $1. And if we continue to see the price climbing, it could just make it expensiver and more expensiver to get your position back once that happened. Now, I always tell people, be mindful. I actually have 2 separate stacks. One that I do use for trading, one that I have put away for a rainy day fund. The trading one is one that I am prepared to let go of a certain portion of it if the price climbs to the number I want. Having an exit strategy when you're stacking or investing in anything is important. We talk about having a strategy to get out, whether it be Shiba, Bitcoin, silver, gold, whatever the case may be. You have to have a plan when you get out of it. You can't just blindly, okay, it went up a little bit, I'm going to get out. And it doesn't really work like that with silver. That's, one of the things about silver is once you buy it, you're kind of invested in it. You hold it. It's physical in your hands. And yeah, we might see a pullback, but, that's opportunity, in my opinion, to pick up more. I love pullbacks. And for it to go up, it literally has to go up to like $50 before I want to sell a good portion of my stack. And here's the thing that worries me sometimes. I wonder if when it starts going up and fear is in the air, am I going to be prepared to let some of mine go? Because at that point, I'm going to be scared just like everybody else. And a lot of people right now are waking up to silver and gold. They're seeing the gains on it, and they understand it's real wealth. And they're just disappointed maybe the direction that their fiat currency is moving to. If they foresee that the price is continuing to come down and the value, the purchasing power of their fiat dollars or loons or yuans or whatever the case may be, they're going to look to precious metals. As we see right now in India, where they are buying up silver hardcore, as we see in China, where they are buying up gold hardcore, and I'll say as you see in the US, where the majority of the people are buying into crypto right now. And I'm not going to sit here and diss crypto too hard, I guess you could say, because I do have some. But I understand that that's a speculation for me. It's an item that it's a game, and I literally treat it like a game. If it goes up and I make a little something, I'll sell my position. And then when it comes back down, I'll rebuy my position. And I do this multiple times throughout the week. And if I go up a couple $100 in a week, well, I'm happy with that. And even if I don't go up in value, I just go up in coins, I'm happy with that. And the same thing can be with silver. If you pick up something that's really cool, a nice set, like my son, he likes to collect silver. He's picked up stuff before where he's traded the 10 coin set and someone said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you 12 generics for it. 12 ounces of generic silver. So he actually picked up 2 extra ounces. Now, when he bought that set, it was essentially, it wasn't a high, I won't say a high-end piece, but it wasn't really anything super special. It was new, and there was so many of them on the market that they didn't have value. Kind of like the Britannia Liberty right now. That's a great example of that. The Britannia Liberty, there's a lot of them out there. It's all over. So, they're not really doing phenomenal yet. But when you really think about the number, it's a lower mintage coin with only 255,000, I think, for silver. That's a lower number. And because there's so many out there, a lot of people take that for granted right now. And they think, oh, it's not going to be anything special. They're all over. It was the same way with the W quarters. I was guilty of, I'll say, undervaluing the W quarters, I guess you could say, because we were opening up rolls of quarters and we were finding lots of W quarters. I remember one night we found over 100 in one night. And so it kind of makes it seem like, oh, there's no way. How can that quarter, that W quarter, be worth an ounce of silver when I just pulled 40 of them for nothing? But now we know. Now we understand. Yeah, we might have been finding them because we were looking for them. Now you are really lucky to find them. I got a friend of mine I was talking to the other day, and I asked him, I said, how are you looking on your W quarter set? Do you got them all yet? He said, I don't have them all yet, but he's got a good amount of them. And he said he looks for them. He's found them, but he said they're hard to find. And yeah, with the amount of quarters that are out there, of course they're hard to find. And so when you have something that at first it seems like there's so many of them, like I said, like this Britannia Liberty, it doesn't seem like it has as much value, but the value will come, and that's where collectibles kind of come in. However, if you're stacking, it's about ounce count. Purchasing the ounces where you can, get what you can, and accumulate the numbers. Silver, in my opinion, is a great investment. This is not investment advice, nor should it be considered as such. It's just my opinion. But, you know, when you hold silver, you literally hold something of value. And as it continues to go up in value and up in purchasing power, you know, you can turn around and sell this today easily for, I'll say, well, I probably should have a generic one in my hand, because someone's going to be like, well, yeah, because it's a collectible. You could sell this generic Morgan easily right now for, you know, spot price is $25.50. You're not going to have a hard time getting 28, maybe even 29, depending on who you sell to. Now, I did talk with a subscriber today who had said, you know, I'm in Las Vegas. I want to sell some of mine. Hopefully he puts a comment in the video, because I'm sure there's other people in Vegas that would love to pick up his silver at $1 over spot. He said, you know, he would be extremely happy to get $1 over spot and sell some of it down. He's too far from me to meet up with him. But I would definitely take it at $1 over spot. You're talking, you know, $26.50. That's a steal in my opinion. And like I've always said, one day we are going to wake up one morning and silver will have popped $2-3. And as the day goes on and it gains more news and attraction, more people are going to want to buy it, and then it's going to pop again. And then as the overseas markets open that night, it's going to pop again because they're all realizing what happened. And so a lot of people will end up missing the boat, or they'll sell their position too soon. And it's something I did with Dogecoin. I sold my position at like 20 cents when it went all the way up to 72 cents. But you know what? When I bought it, it was a joke. When I bought Dogecoin, people just thought it was funny and nobody wanted to invest money in it, or not many people. And that's kind of when I got into silver. I got into silver. A lot of people don't think there's anything special. There's still people that say silver's never going to be over $30. You know what? I think it's going to go over $30 very soon, and I don't think it's going to look back at these numbers again. I'm just hoping, really with all my hope, that by the end of the month, we see some sort of a pullback, and we get a quick dip, an opportunity to get some, and then, you know, all of a sudden it shoots to the moon. So with that being said, know the difference between stacking and collecting. The easiest way to say it in a short thing is collecting means you don't care what you pay. You're willing to pay a little bit more to get the ounce. However, you understand investing in silver. You're trying to gain as much silver as you can, and you're buying it for the silver content. Not that a collectible is not an investment. I mean, it is to a point, but you got to be mindful of it too. So thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow on T-Square Talk. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you made it this far. I will talk to you later. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Have a great night. Bye-bye.